A long, long time ago, in a land called Canaan, there lived a boy named Joseph. Joseph had 10 older brothers and one little brother. His father's name was Jacob, and Jacob loved Joseph very much, more than all his other sons. To show how much he loved Joseph, Jacob gave him a very special gift, a beautiful coat made of many bright colors. It was soft, long, and shone in the sun like a rainbow. When Joseph walked through the fields wearing it, everyone noticed. But Joseph's brothers didn't feel happy when they saw the coat. They felt jealous. "Why does Joseph get special treatment?" they grumbled. "Why doesn't Dad love us like that?" Joseph also had strange dreams, dreams that came from God. One night, he dreamed that he and his brothers were gathering bundles of grain, and suddenly all their bundles bowed down to his. Another night, he dreamed that the sun, moon, and 11 stars were bowing to him too. When Joseph told his dreams to his family, his brothers were angry. "Do you think you'll rule over us?" they shouted. Even his father was puzzled. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers who were far away tending sheep. When they saw him coming in his bright coat, their jealousy boiled over. "Here comes the dreamer," they sneered. Then they made a wicked plan. They grabbed Joseph, tore off his colorful coat, and threw him into a deep, dark pit. While they were eating lunch, some traders came by on camels. "Let's sell him," one brother said. "At least we'll make money." So they sold Joseph to the traders for 20 pieces of silver, and Joseph was taken far away to Egypt. To cover up what they did, they dipped Joseph's coat in goat's blood and showed it to their father. Jacob cried and cried. "My son is dead," he wept. But Joseph wasn't dead. He was starting a brand new life in a strange land. A slave, then a prisoner. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to a man named Potiphar, an important officer of Pharaoh the king. Joseph worked hard and did what was right. God was with him, and Potiphar trusted him to take care of everything in his house. But one day, Potiphar's wife told a terrible lie about Joseph. Even though Joseph had done nothing wrong, he was thrown into prison. Still, Joseph didn't complain. He prayed to God and stayed kind and helpful. The prison guard saw Joseph was wise and gave him special responsibilities. Soon, Joseph was helping others again, even in jail. While Joseph was in prison, he met 2 men who had strange dreams. Joseph told them what their dreams meant, and what he said came true. One man went back to work for Pharaoh. 2 years later, Pharaoh had 2 very confusing dreams. In one, 7 skinny cows ate 7 fat cows. In the other, 7 thin stalks of grain swallowed 7 healthy ones. No one could explain the dreams until someone remembered Joseph. They rushed to the prison. Joseph came and listened to Pharaoh's dreams. "God will help me explain," Joseph said. Then Joseph said, "Pharaoh, your dreams mean that there will be 7 years of plenty, when food will grow everywhere, and then 7 years of famine, when nothing will grow. You must store food now to be ready later." Pharaoh was amazed. "You are wise and honest," he said. "I will make you the second most powerful man in Egypt." Just like that, Joseph went from prisoner to prime minister. He wore fine clothes, rode in a chariot, and helped save Egypt from hunger. Soon the famine began, and people from all around came to Egypt to buy food. One day, Joseph looked up, and there were his brothers. They didn't recognize him in his fancy Egyptian clothes, but Joseph knew them. He decided to test them to see if they had changed. He asked them questions, gave them food, and even had a silver cup secretly put into his youngest brother Benjamin's bag. When he accused Benjamin of stealing, the brothers begged for mercy. Judah said, "Take me instead. Don't hurt our little brother or break our father's heart." Joseph couldn't hold back any more. Tears ran down his cheeks. "I am Joseph," he said. "Is my father still alive?" The brothers were shocked. They were scared too, but Joseph smiled through his tears. "Don't be afraid," he said. "You meant to harm me, but God used it for good. I'm here to help our family and many others." Family together again. Joseph forgave his brothers and invited them and their families to live in Egypt. Soon Jacob and all his sons moved to Egypt, and they had everything they needed. Years later, before Joseph died, he told his family, "God will come to help you. One day, he will lead you back to the land he promised." Joseph lived a long life, always trusting God. Even when bad things happened, he believed that God had a good plan. Moral of the story: no matter what happens, God has a plan for your life. Even when things look bad, God can turn them around for good. Like Joseph, we should always trust God,